Martin O'Neill once again proves that age is just a number, but the only number that mattered today at Easter Road was the number 2, because that's how many goals that Celtic scored, and that is now the gap at the top of the table. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football, and I really do feel like the Hearts bubble has burst, and who's poked it? Who's burst it? None other than Martin O'Neill. This guy has came in and he has somehow steadied a sinking ship. A ship that looked like it was heading towards the bottom of the ocean. And he's winning games. He's not doing it convincing. He's not doing it comfortably. But he's doing it, and that's what matters. In every single match, Celtic are picking up 3 points. Whether they play good, whether they play alright, or whether they play absolute shite. And I think today was probably more towards the absolute shite column, but it didn't matter because they were gifted 2 goals by Salinger, and you just cannot afford to do that. I don't know what the Hibernian goalkeeper's thought process was. Maybe he thought, yeah, you know what, we're playing the Scottish champions, we'll just gift them a goal. No, wait, 1 goal's not enough, I'll gift them 2 goals.
No, yeah, absolutely. Martin O'Neill, he's been a thorn in both of our sides since he stepped in. He was a thorn years ago, he's a thorn now. Guy got his bus pass years ago as well. That's the age this guy's at. But there's one guy that I think we need to address, right? Brendan Rodgers, right? This guy can't get a pass. And you want to know why he can't?
No, it doesn't matter what happened. He still lost the title. Brendan Rodgers lost the league title.
Let me get my piece in, big man. See, Brendan Rodgers, card of a man. He's a jobber of a man. Martin O'Neill proved with this has proven with the Celtic squad with the same amount of injuries, right? By the way, that
I'd say more. I'd say the injuries have been worse since Martin took over.
Right? That he's been able to get over the line and win all the games. No excuses, no firing.
Using squad players as well.
Yep, using players that Rodgers refused to use. He's not fired anybody under the bus. He's actually stuck up for the Celtic board. Regardless of your thoughts, Brendan Rodgers was a fucking pot stirrer.
A snake.
Yeah,
absolute snake.
No, he absolutely was, and I put it this way: see if Brendan Rodgers didn't walk, and I'm not in this camp of we need to give Rodgers credit for walking because maybe he saw the writing on the wall. Shite bag. See if Brendan Rodgers stayed, right? If Brendan Rodgers stayed after that Hearts defeat, the gap would not be 2 points. They would have dropped points against St Mirren. They wouldn't. The sure as fuck wouldn't have beat Feyenoord, right? Who knows what would have happened in the semi-final and all the other games that they've snuck over the line in. Martin O'Neill's got to get a lot of credit. I can't stand the fact that the guys came in and did the job, but you have to stand up and admit it. Well, you know what, man? You're right. He has steered this ship that was sinking to the shoreline. It's up at the port. It's getting refixed, man. And I'm just praying that Wilfred fucking Nancy...
Where's the iceberg? Where's the fucking iceberg?
Well, I'm just praying Wilfred Nancy is Titanic 2 and he is the iceberg.
Well...
Because see if I was the
That
Celtic...
movie was shite, by the way.
Never watched it. Honestly, see if I was the Celtic board, see if I was Dermot Desmond, I'd tell Wilfred Nancy to stay in Philadelphia, or wherever the fuck, where is it? Is it Philadelphia?
Montreal, is it?
Columbus,
Columbus, that's all right.
Columbus, Ohio, right? Aye. I know a few jobbers for Columbus, Ohio, anyway, but I would tell him to stay there. Martin O'Neill, forget about the care home. This is your home.
Columbus, Ohio, is that not a good conservative state?
I know, I was just talking about one jobber I know from there.
Alright.
The Miz.
He's alright, man. I'm alright, I've had time for it.
Straight to DVD, just like the road to Seville.
Well, at least he made the DVD.
Aye.
99% of the other guys fucking don't deserve to be on a DVD.
Aye, anyway,
Blu-ray,
less about that fucking beta mail filled company and more about this pathetic excuse of players that belong to Hibernian Football Club.
Now, people are going to say, oh, you're bitter, you're this, you're that, but nah, I mean, domestically, Celtic have scraped a lot of wins that they just have not deserved. I don't even think that can be denied at this point.
There's nothing wrong with admitting that, though. Why do people think we're being bitter by that?
Yeah,
why not be like, we have, because get it right, Rooney.
They did it with Rodgers as well. It's not just an O'Neill thing. I mean, the 4 big games that come to me, and I'm probably missing a couple as well, but the 4 big games that stand out to me was... I'll include today because I thought they really were shite. They got 2 goals gifted to them.
How shite are Feyenoord then?
And that was their only 2 goals by the... Yeah, well, maybe the Scottish League's not as bad as we say it is. So the two goals gifted 2 goals gifted to them today, and that was their only shots on target the entire game. That's pish. St Mirren, I think any honest Celtic fan will admit that Celtic deserved nothing against that St Mirren. That game against St Mirren. They didn't get...
the maximum a point.
Didn't they? And they ended up getting the win. The game against Motherwell, don't think they deserved anything for that. Motherwell goalkeeper literally, just like Salinger today, allowed Celtic straight into the game, passed it straight to them, and then it was... I'm not sure who got the... Was it Maeda? Maeda, I think it was. He got the win on the 94th minute that day to beat Motherwell 3-2 in a game that they didn't deserve to win. The Kilmarnock game, that penalty, and we'll talk about penalties because I think Celtic were hard done by the day, but that penalty that Kilmarnock had conceded against them, it wasn't a penalty. And even if you could even throw in the St Mirren game at the start of the season, you know, with that deflected shot, I don't think they were great in that game. You know, took a very, very late lead in that match where I think the win flattered them. So there's 5 wins. Now, how many wins have Celtic had this season?
9.
So if we're being honest, more than half of Celtic's wins probably weren't deserved. And that's not me being bitter. That's it. And why did I bring that up? Because I'm used to good Celtic teams. I'm used to Celtic teams that at this stage of the season, after playing 13, would probably have 11 or 12 wins, and they'd probably deserve all of them.
Yeah, well, I mean,
maybe mine is one where you go like, oh, they could have drawn that game. They could have dropped points. I'm just used to Celtic teams that win comfortably, or if they do win by the odd goal, it's they've pummeled the opposition and the opposition's hung on and the goalkeeper's made great saves. We're not seeing that though. What we're seeing is Celtic almost literally fucking hold on just to get over the line. It's crazy.
The least amount of goals Celtic have scored since the 98-99 season, and then it's the least amount of away goals scored since the 90 season, so it is a particularly bad season in that regard in terms of goals being scored. But here, I mean, the fact is, based off recent standards, 13 games played and dropping points in 4 of them is definitely below what they've been used to. But then when you factor in how they've been able to get over the line in some of the games, but here, that's the end of the day, man. That's what champions do. And we can sit here and greet as much as we want today about this result.
Oh, I will, don't worry.
I will, yeah, I will. Hibs did not do enough for me. They scored the penalty in the 55th minute and proceeded to do fuck all with it.
I mean, they did create a couple of half chances towards the end, but not good enough. When Hibs got that penalty, which I don't think was a penalty, by the way, but when Hibs got that penalty, I expected a bit of an onslaught. The game absolutely died. Hibs didn't really create anything. Celtic never really looked like getting on the counter. I say on the counter. It was Celtic with most of the possession. It was very strange. You would kind of expect Hibs to come forward and have a go, and Celtic to be hitting Hibs on the break. But that really wasn't happening. Celtic were just having all the possession, doing absolutely nothing with it, and Hibs could not get the ball and could not really do anything in front of goal.
No, absolutely.
And when I say Celtic had the possession, it's not like they had it in the Hibs half. I mean, it was pretty much the entire second half was the ball at Kasper Schmeichel's feet.
Where do you draw the line? Do you say Celtic did well to kill the game, or did they well to do the... I just thought Hibs were poor, man.
Yeah, Celtic were shite today, but I don't think Hibs did enough to say they should have won.
No,
I think a draw. If both teams drawn the game, then I don't think there could have been any complaints really. But you know what? Hibs are the home team. Hibs had the momentum at 2-1.
Celtic.
It's on
listen
Hibs.
to this. Celtic hadn't won at Easter Road after a European game since 2004. Who was in charge? Martin O'Neill. The MON. Monnen. The guy's a pain in my ass, man.
What's the MON stand for?
Martin O'Neill.
Manager of Nightmares or something? No.
Just stands for Martin O'Neill, mate.
He's in my nightmares. I want Brendan back.
I want Brendan. I want non-Sir Brendan.
See that guy? Brendan. He's the Grim Reaper, and he sees off all the managers. Why can't he come back up and try and see off Derek McInnes? Couldn't he even see off Stephen Presley for fuck's sake?
You know what? Fucking Hearts have bottled it, man.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Before we can get into Hearts,
we're not getting.
See that sorry excuse here team that's playing against fucking Falkirk at the minute. They're an absolute disgrace. I've literally written my notes here because it's half time while we're doing this. We are absolutely tragic. I could greet. That sums it up. I think we need to get into this game.
It's a good job I never stuck my £500 on Rangers.
No, seriously, folks. Rangers 1-2. See, a couple of years ago, you could have stuck 200 on that, and you know you're getting 100 back.
200? Fucking $2,000.
Right, 200 grand then. Where do you want to draw the line?
Anyway, back to this game.
You could have stuck the use of fucking Schmidt money on it. You're going to get 4 back.
Salinger plays it out. There's a slip from I'm not even too sure who slips. Hatate picks it up. In my opinion, he could easily score here. He decides to selfishly pass it to Maeda, who's got an easy tap in. So straight away Salinga's just handed him a goal here, and like, right, okay. You started pretty well. So it's only 1-0. Let's try and regroup here.
Before you can even think about regrouping, you've made it 2-0.
Yeah,
I think it was Jamie McGrath.
Yeah, to be fair, the
angles in the dome.
I mean, the Hibs are pressing, and Celtic managed to play their way out of the press for the back. So that actually brings the ball forward. I think it's actually been pretty decent for Celtic. I'm not going to rant and rave about the guy, but I think that Celtic probably for the first time in a long time have a guy that's capable of playing left back other than their number one. Because a long time with Greg Taylor, like, he was only guy, and then I think people just expected Tierney to be the only guy, and they never had a good enough cover for Tierney. But it turns out Sirachi's no bad. So
yeah, he rattled the post.
Anyway, he plays it to Yang, who I've never really rated, but got to give him a wee bit of credit. I think last few games he's played.
But see, I think
he's never had. I don't think Yang's ever really had a run of games though, where you can just.
Rio Atate's back to playing good. There's so many other guys who've been given a chance. You've got to give Martin O'Neill and the coaching staff credit for that. Brendan Rodgers was sabotaging the team to punch his own ticket. Boyd is fucking right. You can say what you want. Just because doesn't take away from what Rodgers has done at Celtic, but let's not pretend that Brendan Rodgers doesn't care for anyone but himself.
Yeah, and
he was purposely fucking Celtic this season just so he could get out. I strongly believe that. I'm not saying that. Rodgers is away. I have no reason to fucking say that. That's what I think's happened.
Yeah, no, I mean, if we really wanted to stick the knife in, we'd pretend that Rodgers was hard done by and it's all the board's fault. I don't think it's the board's fault. I think Rodgers I would almost go as far as saying that Rodgers is almost single-handedly the reason for the chaos at Celtic right now between the board and the fans. I think he's the one that's instigated this the most. Now, I know Celtic fans, they do complain a little bit every year about not spending the war chest and all this shit, but to me, Brendan Rodgers is the one that's really instigated this and pushed this narrative that the board don't care about the club the way he does, and the board don't back the club, and the board don't have the same vision that he does, and all this shit. So, anyway,
what about the Donovan tackle? Could he have seen red? It was quite high.
No,
seen the question.
I don't even think it was a yellow. It was pretty early in the game.
15 minutes in, it was a yellow. Nothing more, nothing less.
Man.
I happened to get booked at 365.
Who said that should have been a red?
A few people on Twitter, I see.
Oh, they're fucking clutching. It was never a red.
Right, anyway.
So it's
what
2-0.
about Martin Boyle missing out net, by the way?
Yeah, that's what.
See, Martin Boyle, he's no good enough. See Martin Boyle. See if he had end product, man. He'd be one of the better players in the world. Too bad he's fucking shite.
But I forgot all those Rangers frontmen. They all got a great end product, don't they? Like,
see, you're just obsessed with Rangers.
No, I'm not obsessed, but you're basically trying to bury.
What's this got to do with the useless pricks there? By the way,
because I'd say Martin Boyle with his lacklustre finishing would still be better than any of the Rangers.
That doesn't mean he's good, though, does it?
No, but I'm just not going to let you sit and bury Martin Boyle here.
Oh, I just did. Fucking Alan Forrest and that other waster that people were complaining about yesterday for Hearts would probably start for Rangers. Doesn't mean they're pish or not pish.
Anyway, 2-0 at the break. Absolute shite. I was ready to go to bed. I was ready to throw the But then we got a penalty. I say we got a penalty. Celtic conceded a penalty.
we get a penalty.
It's Celtic against the world at this point. Fuck it. And I'm in Team World. I'm
rest of the world.
I'm not hiding my allegiances. Anyway, corner comes in. I thought it was harsh. I'll go even further. I don't even think it's harsh. I think it's a fucking disgraceful decision. No, I didn't see nothing in it. Now maybe I'm blind. I will accept that I could very well be blind. But see the camera that they're showing. It looks like it hits Scales between the head and the shoulder. And now maybe I am very tired. I will concede that. But I
it hits like his upper arm region
above the sleeve line.
But then down hits his hand and it blocks if he goes to Rocky Bashiri.
I never seen that.
It hits his shoulder, upper arm. Then it comes down and hits his hand and blocks if you go into Rocky Bashiri.
Well, technically, that's according to their rules and guidelines.
Because they always follow them, don't they?
It is. What do you call that?
A double jeopardy, the bounce
deflection or whatever it is.
Aye.
Guys, cut me some slack here. I'm trying to defend. Liam Scales. So forgive me for being extremely tired and not being able to think of it.
Right? I can.
It's funny, like, cause see if Celtic were awarded this pen, I'd know other. See, I would know.
Legislation 89.4 states.
I'm trying to defend Celtic here, and I've just completely forgot what this is called.
Point is, I can understand if you've got a grievance, right, with this penalty. But let's not pretend it's the worst one we've seen this season.
No, it's not.
There was one worse yesterday.
Wait, does the worst one mean the one that... Does that include ones that weren't given? Because we've seen that at fucking Ibrox last week.
I wasn't there, mate. I don't know. What penalty?
Aye, what penalty? The one that didn't they get given for some reason?
That hit off his thigh, then his arm. Come on. I'm joking, by the way.
I think that if this was given against your team, you'd be extremely upset.
So you think Martin O'Neill is going to get a phone call here for whoever the fuck was the referee?
Well, no, I don't think it's a horrible decision. I just don't think it's a penalty.
Fair enough.
Horrible decisions are what Livingston didn't get last week. That's a horrible decision.
I wonder what they're going to get today. 3 points, Liddy.
Plus, at the end of the day, this didn't change the game. I mean, you could argue that it allowed Hibs to make it a bit more nervy towards the end, but yeah, Celtic won anyway. This goal didn't exactly... I thought this goal would have changed the game. To be fair, it did nothing.
Right, well...
Hibs looked better before they scored this.
Boyle makes it 2-1. What minute was it? Screw up there.
Doesn't really matter. It was the 55th minute, something like that.
I mean...
56.
Literally, folks, man. The next 40 minutes... Or no, 30 minutes, sorry, 40. What am I getting 40 for?
She played 40.
The next 30 minutes...
Could have played 400.
Just nothing, man. Cadden had a shot saved. I mean, Sutton's like... pretending that Kasper Schmeichel's made like he's ran the 20 yards back that he needed to save Kenny McLean with an overhead kick off the line.
Straight arm,
yeah, that's what we're dealing with here. Should have been into the bottom right, but it was straight at him. There's free kicks, there's Hibs corners, but the reality, hee-haw, man. Absolutely hee-haw. Celtic have picked up maximum wins domestically ever since Martin O'Neill stepped in. Got to say fair play to him. He will be in charge for the game against Dundee. But for the looks of it, and it looks like then it will be Wilfred Nancy. Yeah. I'm actually surprised they've done that. I know they're saying paperwork, but for me, I think throwing Wilfred Nancy into the first game against Hearts is a bit... It's not the smartest move.
Sink or swim. Anyway, you know what? I stand by it. Celtic were pretty shite today, but at the same time, I don't think Hibs were that good, so I can't sit here.
Hibs' season is quickly unravelling.
I can't sit here and... Well, hold on, man. They've lost against two of the better teams in the league, Celtic and Motherwell. I wouldn't say it's quickly unravelling.
I would say so.
Anyway, I can't...
No, people going into this season had big expectations for Hibs.
They're doing alright. They're only a point behind your lot, so, I mean, again, cut them some slack.
Oh, because I forgot.
I'm sick of Rangers fans judging all the other teams in the league and putting them down. You're fucking shite as well.
You're all obsessed.
We're not
the measuring stick, no matter how far we sink.
You're not.
You just measured this, so that's the whole point. We are the stick.
No, because you're... I'm not. No, you're not. The measuring stick...
You're saying, Hibs are alright because Rangers are just a point above. We are shite. I know we're shite. So stop fucking comparing Hibs to this. What? Hibs are only a point above Falkirk, aren't they? That's unacceptable.
Falkirk are alright this season.
But they're newly promoted.
Just you calm down, alright? Just because your team's nil-nil and you're panicking. Just because Bill
Foley fucking shat the bed. And I'll tell you someone who shat... What about Tony Bloom?
Listen...
Was he injured yesterday?
I'm not going to...
What was he doing? What was Tony Bloom doing yesterday?
I'm not going to react to that.
Where is he?
He's doing a good job.
No, he's not. He's pish.
Celtic are champions-elect. I said it.
Alright, Hugh Keevins.
It's fucking shite. I can accept it. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that everything's rosy. It's looking shite. Hearts need to beat Celtic in order to keep their title hopes alive.
I think you take a draw, right?
No, a draw's not good enough.
Aye, it is.
Well, actually, you know what? No, I take that back because I forgot they are going to get Nancy, and there's a chance that he could shit the bed. But no, honestly, I think that is what we're relying on right now. Because
his style of play is a 4-3-3. Celtic don't have the personnel to play a 4-3-3.
Well, I'm just hoping that Nancy comes in and things start to unravel. Fingers crossed.
Yep.
But then again, they could probably just sack him and bring back O'Neill.
Yeah, but I think for Celtic to sack this Nancy guy, a gap would have to be insurmountable.
Well, you even thought there was an insurmountable gap and it's disappeared already. Anyway, Celtic are within 2 points, game in hand. If they beat Dundee, then I don't think that's their game in hand, to be honest.
Dundee United on the 17th of December or something like that.
Come on, Jim Goodwin. Come on. I have always defended Jim Goodwin. That night he walked across the park, I fucking sat here and I felt bad from man to man. Almost had a tear in my eye. Watch him.
How did you feel for Russell Martin when he walked across the park?
Yeah, I felt pretty bad. I feel sorry for Russell Martin.
What about Brendan Rodgers when he walked across the car park and got in the Honda Civic?
Well, I didn't feel fuck all for us.
It was like Rocky and Rocky 4. There's no easy way out. Driving across the border. There's no shot.
The difference between that is like Russell Martin and Jim Goodwin got embarrassed and were fired and had to face the music. I mean, Brendan
was it Dermot Drago?
Brendan
His money didn't come through customs.
Brendan Rodgers literally blamed everyone else and walked away. So I mean, that's the difference there.
Almost 1-0 Rangers there, Mayoski.
Almost is not good enough. I'm getting worried here. Celtic are playing shite and winning every game. Sooner or later they're going to get good. And if they're winning games while playing shite, then I don't think...
See that team you've ripped the piss out of for the past 20 minutes, Rangers? You'll probably need them come the 3rd of January.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Absolutely. So,
Hold on, is there any old firm game where I'm not, leaning towards Rangers?
Probably not, no.
So there you go. Anyway, 3rd of January is a long, long way away. I'm more focused on the 7th of December. Catch you guys in the next one. Just shite. But Martin O'Neill, I don't mind Martin O'Neill. He's a good guy.
I fucking mind him.
He's
ruined my season.
I wish he'd piss off, but I like him. He's alright. Martin O'Neill's decent. Anyway, Hibs. I can't sit here and feel... I can't even feel like Hibs were hard. I feel like they were hard done by in a sense that they gifted Celtic 2 goals, but they were pretty poor.
Right, I need to go get this roll of sausage and eat this.
Black pudding, roll of sausage.
I was going to say, get this roll of sausage and eat this game. If this game was a sandwich, it would be shite between the roll.
I may go and stick 20 quid on Falkirk.
Oh, well, you do that.
Anyway, guys.
And that'll get Rangers the win.
Till next time. Peace.